Mark Hill from Green Leaves. Do you remember the line? The European Union is continuing to pursue its central goal of being a place where big business has free rein to operate. Do you remember this line? An ominous veil of secrecy surrounds negotiations on the Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership. There are serious concerns on the power of corporate lobbyists to undermine parliamentary democracy because the deal will allow them to demand and exercise commercial rights that override national sovereignty when it comes to public services. The EU has not sought to exclude health from the TTIP negotiations. Environmental issues and public services are being sidelined in favour of greedy bankers and multinationals who see vast profits to be made. Or this line: if the European Union becomes a totally brutal organisation that treats every one of its members the way the people of Greece have been treated, then I think it will lose a lot of support from a lot of people. Well, that was, of course, the previous Jeremy Corbyn. The Jeremy Corbyn that was a backbencher, a rebel, a disciple of Tony Benn during the 80s, somebody who knew how to deal with outfits like the Social Democratic Party, because he spent quite a lot of his political apprenticeship destroying them in Islington, both as MPs and as councillors. When the entirety of the Islington Labour Party defected to the Social Democratic Party in 1982 and 83. It's surprising that it's the same Jeremy Corbyn that is now talking about a people's vote. This is a man who knows that the European Union likes to hold secondary votes for things. He made a specific point to the Irish about them being forced to decide again when they got their first decision wrong. Jeremy Corbyn is perhaps a prisoner of his cabinet and his parliamentary Labour Party. But if so, that still makes him a bad leader in this sense, in the sense that he is unable to act in line with his conscience, either because his conscience is too far apart from the rest of his party to actually be exercised, or because he is too easily controlled by the fearful within his own political party. So I think this is a very bad day for Labour. This is a bad day for Labour's voters, many of whom will now feel that they have been betrayed. It is a bad day for Labour's political positioning, because Labour has actually essentially done what the Conservatives wanted and come out as a Remainer party. Most of the seats which are going to be contested at the next general election between Labour and Conservative are Leave voting. And the way to win those seats is going to be with a Leave message. But worst of all, it is perhaps a bad day for Jeremy Corbyn, who, either because he has been forced or because he has had a change of heart, has been forced to say things which he apparently doesn't agree with or didn't agree with in the past, and has now been shown to be either a leader who is very vulnerable or a leader who is easily swayed, and neither is a good look for the leader of the opposition.